In this video here, I'm going to go over this electric space heater, GDY electric space heater, 1500 watt. So here it is. I already unboxed it. It was kind of, got it for the winter blast here where I live. And there's the controls right there. Let me just go over it real quick. I think this is 34 inches. I think this is 34 inches. So the total size here, if you look, 34 inches. There you go. I think they have a smaller one, but I didn't get the smaller one. And so let's just turn it on. Let me show you the features of this here. So let's see here. This is the power. It's off. There's fan. As you can see, fan right there. Off. Fan. And then you go to the mode settings. Low. High. So I'm assuming low is probably half of 700 watt. And then high is the 1500 watt. I'm guessing. Maybe 750 watt in the low settings. It's warm. And then you go to, I think that stands for auto or something. I'm not sure. But it's set at 66. It's 66 now. So I set mine at 75. And then it shows you the current temperature, which is 66 right here. And right now I think the flame is on. So every time you turn it off and on, the flame comes on. And my wife picked this out. She just picked the least expensive space heater. And so you could turn the flame off by pushing this. And you can see the flame goes off. I think it's probably better not to have the flame unless you want some decoration. It just sucks up more energy. And then you can have it oscillate, which I also like. Let me see if I can back up here. You can see it oscillating. Yeah, so it oscillates. That's also, I leave that on. You can see it's already rising in temperature. It was 66, 68. And we have a two-story bedroom. So oftentimes what happens is that the downstairs gets cold. And if you want to hear the fan, let me get close so you can hear the fan. I don't know if you had a chance to hear the fan or not, but let's see here, from here to here, you can see the heating element right there, and that's pretty much it right there. That's where the heat's coming from. The rest of this is just, you know, from here to all the way down here is just looks. But anyways, so yeah, I like it. It also has a timer. So if you push timer, you can see it's 1 hour. I think it goes by 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. It goes all the way up to 12, and then it starts up again. So I'm gonna leave it at 0 because I'm just gonna turn it off. It's actually pretty warm right now. I'm just showing this for demonstration. Let me show you the remote control. All right, so here is the remote control. And it does everything that you probably need it to do. There's the oscillate, timer, mode, temperature plus or minus, and then if you want the flame. So I'll just do the flame just to show that it works. There you go. There you go, flame. Flame. Let's turn it off. There you go. So it does everything. So if you're sitting down somewhere, like I'm at the kitchen, this is the kitchen area. As we're sitting at the kitchen table, we can just use the remote, and there's a little battery right here tells you how to do it. I don't know what kind of battery it is. It's a flat battery. Anyways, that's it right there. So one of the main reasons why we got this space heater was because we wanted something somewhat energy efficient. What I like about it is when you put it on the auto mode and you set the temperature, once it reaches that temperature, what I noticed when it reaches about I would say 2 to 3 degrees, maybe even 4 degrees, I noticed that it just blows air. And let me turn this off real quick. The fan doesn't quite turn off. I think it cools a little bit while it's in the off mode. Let me see. It says off, but the fan still goes on. I don't know if it times out. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but I just turn it back on, the fan, and then push it one more time, and the fan goes off. Okay. I don't understand that. Maybe you have to wait till it cools down, but it's already cool. Let me show you the fan in the back. So if I could show you the fan right there. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. You can see the fan, and there's 1 and 2. I think there's 2 fans in there. If you can see that. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. That's 1 fan, and up here is the second fan. Can you see that? So it's basically just looks like 2 computer fans, and this is it. This is the area right here where the heating element is and the fan is. So that's all it is. The power button is right here, which we usually just leave on. And of course, there is a little handle here, so you can just pick it up. So you can just pick it up and just turn it over. There we go. The base plate, and this is the cord, I just wrapped it around to save some space, but there's a base plate here. It comes in 2 pieces. You put it together. There's some screws, you screw it in, and that's the base plate. So overall, I'm very happy with this fan. This was a GDY electric space heater. It was like about $80, maybe $90 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description to if you're interested in looking at this. I know there's others out there at different prices, but this is just one if you're interested in getting this. So far, I'm very happy with it. Downstairs, we have 2 stories, and downstairs tends to get colder than upstairs, and our thermostat is in the stairwell, so even though it's whatever temperature we set it at downstairs in the kitchen, where there's a lot of windows and a back door, we get some air coming through there, through the windows and doors, or the cold transfers in through the windows and doors. It gets colder here, so having this downstairs has really helped during the winter. I could tell you I noticed that. And again, you can set the timer on. You can set the timer on and leave it for a certain amount of time. And the remote control is really nice. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you liked this video and this was very helpful for you. If you're interested in getting this GDY electric space heater, I think it's 36 inches, no, 34? It's 34 inches. But really the heating element is right here, but it does oscillate. You can adjust the temperature, so I'm assuming it doesn't always. What I've noticed is when it reaches the temperature where you set it at, the heating element turns off and the fan just keeps blowing. That's what I noticed. So it may be more energy efficient just because it turns off, but the fan still goes. Anyways, please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Consider joining membership. I'll leave a link to Amazon for this space heater. Until next time, bye.